algebraic factorization, difference of two squares. This will give you about GCSE grade 4, 5. So you learn this in year 9, 10 and also 11. So let's start then. What you will do, you will have two terms. For example, let's say a squared minus b squared. What you need to remember, there should be two letters like a and b, and then this should be square, and the middle must be negative. If it's positive here, you cannot factorize. It's very easy, an easy mark from GCSE exams. So what you do, put equal sign, put two brackets like this, and then you copy these letters again, a, b, then once you write here minus, once plus, done. That is your fun mark, like almost 2 marks done, GCSE exam. Let's practice more. For example, let's say other question, number 1, number 2, let's say n squares minus 49. Now this time you have to do a little bit of thinking. N square is a square, isn't it? So we can write as n squared. But 49 is not in square form yet, is it? So what we can write 49 as then? Think of square numbers. 7 square is 49. So then also we know 49 is 7th square number. So minus, I can write 7 square. Now if you look carefully, this is the difference of two squares. N square and 7 square. Remember what we do? We put two brackets. Then we write n minus 7, n plus 7. It doesn't matter. You can write as n plus 7 and n minus 7. Doesn't matter which way you write. As long as you put two brackets and one's negative between them, one's positive. I hope it makes sense. Let's do other one, number 3. Let's say k squared minus 1. This time again, many of you probably now picked up anyway. You might be thinking it's a square number because 1 is a square number, isn't it? So I can write like this. Then I write here, remember, two brackets. Then I write k plus 1, k minus 1. Or I can write k minus 1, k plus 1. So this is how you do the difference of two squares. Let's try more harder ones. Let's try this one. If I say 49, number 4, 49 x squared minus 9d squared. Now we have to work harder here. X square is a square term. X square is x squared, x times x. D square is also a term, square. So we need this one to be square as well, and this 49 to be square as well. So what we do, 49, we can write as 7 square, remember? And then we can write x as x squared. Similarly, 9 we can write as 3 squared and d squared. But now we need to tie this up. How can we tie this up? So we can write 7x in brackets and square. So this term now becomes square, 7x whole squared minus 3d whole squared. Now if you look carefully, 7x is square term, 3d is other square term. Let me go to the next page. So we had 7x squared minus 3d squared, if you remember. 3d square like this. Now these are the square of difference of two squares. 7x squared, 3d squared. So what we can do, we put two brackets first. Then we do 7x, 3d, 7x, 3d. It doesn't matter, you put plus here minus here or other way around. So 7x plus 3d, 7x minus 3d. Next one, let's try other one, guys. Let's say more harder one, like grade 5 or 6. So grade 6 will be this one. Next question. So let's say, like if I say x cube minus x. Now what I need to do, need to think now carefully. That's why it's now grade 6 question. And x. What is common in both? X cube is x, x, x. That's x cube. Because x times x is x cube. X is 1 times x. In these factors of x cube, and this is the factors of x. So what is common? X is common. So we write this x, bracket starts. And this is x squared here. That becomes x squared. What's left here is 1. What's the symbol between them two? Is minus. And then we can say this is the x, that's one term. Now this is x squared minus 1. So now we need to do, because negative here, we need to make 1 a square number. We all know 1 is a square number, so we can rewrite this one then. So we can say x squared minus 1 squared. That gave me now, this is square of 2 terms and difference between them. This must be negative in the middle. If it's a plus, you can't do it. So what happened, let's put equal sign here, so link the different steps. The next step will be x just copied, because we can't factorize x anymore. X is x. You can say 1x, but x is x. We don't have to write 1 times x. Then x squared minus 1 will be 2 brackets first. x1 plus and negative. Done. So these are the factors of x cube minus x. Let's say 25 x squared minus x squared over 4. Now it looks scary because of fraction here, this there. If you're doing foundation paper, this you don't need to learn this one. But hard paper, they should get used to this one. Okay. This one is not difficult. It looks very big, difficult, but it's not difficult. So what we can write it? 25 is 5 squared, x squared minus x squared over 2 squared. So can you see what I try to do? I'm trying to write them all as squares, because the topic's name is factorize difference of 2 squares. So what do we do here then? So let's tidy up. So 5 square x squared, we can write as 5x squared. Looks much better than this. Minus x over 2 whole square like this. Make sure your bracket go to the denominator as well. Then now it's the difference of 2 squares, this and this. So we can write it as 5x minus x over 2, 5x plus x over 2. Done. That's your grade 6, solid grade 6 question. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it and would like to watch more such videos, please subscribe to this channel by clicking the subscribe button below and press the bell icon.